Student College Debt by Mike Thornton.
Abdulhadi Gatani.
Emily Shillington. In college, my personal experience with college debt and like when you go to school, my first year, like I was like super clueless as to like financial and like my sources of where to go to. Like my advisor, she never talked to me, she never contacted me. I always had to like schedule appointments with her. And then at that, like she wasn't helpful when I really even went to talk to her. And then at that, I had to just take initiative to know how to go to financial aid and schedule appointments and check up on my stuff and check up like at least twice or 3 times just a semester to know what am I doing, what am I supposed to be doing, should I go fill out this. And then on top of that, when I do fill out loans, I don't even know what their interest rate is. And currently, I don't even know how much debt I am in right now as a college student.
When I decided to come to the United States, I saved a good amount of money. The money that is supposed to feed me for 8 months. But unfortunately, it only lasts for 3 months. So I got stuck. I didn't know what to do. So I called my father and asked him if he can loan me, and he did. I get the money and I continue my education. And within 8 months, I was lucky to have scholarship. But even though with the scholarship, I'm still paying the loan that I have.
So in my experience, my first year of coming to college was in 2010 when I was playing for church and they gave me an honorary check for me to start off school. So when I got to school, I had money in my pocket, but I didn't know really what to spend it on until I got to college. So when I got to college, I could spend my money on whatever I could spend money on, like games or whatever. But then I realized when it comes to college, I had to pay for my classes, my books, and my education. And then a few years later, I started getting scholarships because I started to try out for jazz band, and I had to get scholarships for that. But still, I'm still in the boat of trying to find out what my loans are, like what interest rates are, what interest rates are they at, and trying to figure out when I can pay them off, and also trying to figure out who's going to help me pay for these classes and my degree and my education to get through college. So, what now?
Now what?
What now?
Some students who graduated, they graduated with a degree, they either graduate with debt and without a job.
So who does this affect? I know, you have your scholarships, you have your full rides, other people are funding you, you're in the army, we get it. So what if they decide to cut off all obligations to organizations that are funding you? So what's gonna happen to your kids? What's gonna happen to their family? They're gonna fall back on you. They're gonna rely on you to help them. They're gonna need an education. They're gonna have to figure out a way to make it in life just like you're doing right now. So what if they decide to raise interest rates and decide to higher the cost of tuition? So what's gonna happen to you if they decided to just cut you off completely?
My group members and I have been experiencing the burden of a loan debt. And if we go next, like the problem now is became nationwide. And according to the studies, the college debt exceeds $1.2 trillion by the end of 2014. And also, more than 70% of college graduates has a loan debt that prevents them from having the life that they dreaming of. And if you look at the picture here, the green line here represented the student debt. And as you see here, like it's only 8 years. And look at how it is increasing. It's increasing rapidly. And actually, it's not from here to here, it's not the double, it's the triple. So triple time. It's like going triple within only 8 years. What about the next 2 years? Who knows? So government afford and do a lot of things to help reducing that issue, but it's only help a little. So we need to do something. It's our problem. So we need to find solution that can be appropriate for all the students. So, and that's what we came up with. My friends and I provide some solution that would help you to reduce the affection and the negative impact of the loan debt. And here we're gonna start with the first solution. If you start the first 2 years in a community college, that will help you a lot. And why community college? Because community college, the community college tuition are usually low compared to the universities. And also it offers many type of educational programs, including those that lead to associate degrees or certificates. First, before you find the proper or affordable college, first find the university that you're interested in or you want to complete your degree in. And that because when you find the university, you need to look at your major curriculum, and you will find there is general education classes you need for the major. Take a look at it and know what classes you need, and then search for the community college. Search for the proper community college that you need, that fits with your income and your budget. After finding the community college, try to choose the college that in the same city where the university at. Like if you want to apply for university in Kansas City, try to find the college in the same state here in Missouri. So to ensure that all your credit hours can be transferred when you decided to complete the 4 years degree. After that, you can apply online. It's easy process, and I prefer go to visit. I prefer visiting the college because when you go and visit, you'll have main idea about what you're gonna have in this college, and you can at least take a look at the building and see the classes and have a good basis about the college. And when you pick the college that you need, as we said, the affordable one, choose the classes that you need for the major. Don't exceed the classes because you need to save time, and at the same time you need to save money. So unless if you interested in some classes that you like to have. And also another tip, try to have summer classes during the school, the 2 years school, or if you go to 4 years school. That will help you a lot to finish early so you can find a job and pay loan back. After you finish the 2 years in the college, now you can transfer to the university.
So what I came up with solution is know the proper loan to apply for. So free application for a federal student is basically basically what I looked up is basically free money that you get from colleges like FAFSA, or they support you with your loans and help you with classes and help you with your books and paying off for classes and getting your education. And the federal loans is dealing with private loans, like for instance Perkins, Stafford, Parent Plus loan, which I will show you an example of the Parent Plus loan. Here is an example of a Parent Plus loan. It basically gives you an outline of what you can have, what the loan consists of when you do the Parent Plus loan. So here we have who is the borrower, the interest rate, fees, knowing when the loan is going to be paid, how much is borrowed, basically learning your loan and knowing what you need to do in order to keep that loan and to know when to pay it off when you graduate. And when you keep your loans, know the strategies to apply that apply to that loan. So know the loans. So in my case, I'm still paying off a loan that I don't even know what I'm paying for. Like for instance, the student loans, like the unsubsidized and subsidized loans. I still don't know what that means, but I'm still looking into it to know what it is and to know what I need to do in order to pay that off and know what it consists of in me during the colleges, and also keep in contact with the lender basically, knowing what is in that information, and knowing what you need to update, and know what is updated in that loan, and knowing how you can either keep up with your contact, and updating it even if you move or do another degree. So you need to keep in contact with your lender. And another biggest strategy is pay the highest interest rate off first. So if you pay the highest interest rate off first, you can automatically get that over with, and then you just have to worry about paying the low interest rates and repayment options for the loans, which I will show you an example of that as well. So here is an example of repayment plan, which basically is off of what your income is when you find a job. And basically income, all of these three categories of income, dealing with sensitivity, contingent, and base income, basically based off your income and what you are getting in like recent 12 months of your income or whatever you're getting paid at your job. And then this last one right here is pay as you earn. Basically, it gives you guidelines for that particular repayment and the amount of time you can pay that back with that loan. And then here's another example of how repayment options like standard repayment, graduated repayment, extended payment, both of these based off of income, which I showed you in the last slide, and the last one dealing with pay as you earn.
So take a different route. My solution was, with taking a different route, everyone doesn't have to always apply for loans, and everybody has their own different route. Everybody has their own different way of how they're gonna pay for college. First, help yourself. Find a scholarship that applies to you. When you see like different scholarships online, there's different ones. Like say if this was a 3.0, 3.5 base scholarship. Not everybody in college is making 3.0. Some people are making 2.5. Know which one to apply for that fits you. Because if you apply for 3.0 and you're making a 2.8, chances you're not going to get that scholarship. And hopefully you can get a scholarship. So make sure you keep your grades up and know which one to apply for. Get an advisor to make sure that you are on the right path. Like when I said coming here, I was clueless. I needed to know who to talk to, who could help me, and who fits me and my personality to know which route to take and how to go, and paying off any type of payments for your school and education. Take a cheaper class at a local community college. Like Heidi said, sometimes university isn't the route to take for you. Sometimes you have to lower your budget and go ahead and go to a community college so that it fits you and your budget. So down the line, picture 12 years down the road if you decided to keep using loans, not knowing their interest rates. You'll probably be still paying and living paycheck to paycheck.
What? Having bad credit because of previous loan?
What?
The government taking money out of your hard-earned, like you work 20 hours a week, or like you get money, and they taking that from your monthly paychecks?
That's
What?
Paychecks, what?
So in conclusion,
as we said, start with the community college so it can save you money and reduce the loan debts.
Find the right loan with the low interest rates. Basically, know your loan that you're getting into and know the interest rates so you know you can pay it off.
and find the right advisor that fits your path. No college debt, no college prep.